I congratulate and welcome our new government officials who have earnestly answered the call of service to our country and people. As you take your oath of office today, I hope you will always remember that as public servants, our foremost duty is to serve our country with the highest standard of moral integrity. The Constitution is very clear. Public office is a public trust. I am optimistic that as you assume your respective offices, you will keep this tenet in mind as you lead by example and inspire our colleagues to bring government closer to the people. Remember that you are here not just because of your credentials and qualifications, but because I believe in your capability to help me restore our people's trust in government. I welcome you aboard with the challenge to go beyond selfish personal interest so that you may focus on the tasks waiting for you in your respective agencies. Work with this administration in ensuring that our bureaucracy is free of graft and corruption, red tape, and other illegal activities. Uphold the primacy of the Constitution, obey all laws, observe due process in the performance of your duties. Lastly, I take this opportunity to ask each of you to remain committed to our shared task of nation building. With your active participation in good governance, I am confident that we can achieve a better life and a brighter future for all Filipinos. Before I would read the last statement, kindly allow me to share my thoughts with you this evening. Wala na akong ginawa simula ako umupo kung hindi magpatalis ng tanggal ng tao. Sad because some of them were with me way back in 1988 when I started my political career as mayor of Davao City. Far in between those years, well, about 10 elections, all in all, I never lost one until hanggang na presidente ako. Alam mo, karamihan talaga. I am not zeroing on anybody here. I'm just making a sweeping general statement. Malaman mo kasi talaga yung kaibigan mo, yung gusto na inirekomenda, lahat noon gusto BIR, pati customs. Talagang inaagaw yan. And, we grew up in a place, may mga subdivisions, and frankly, nakikita namin ang mga bahay ng mga BIR pati customs. Talagang magaganda, pati kotse nila. And that was in my father was governor 12 years. Marami akong nakilala na trabaho niyan. The choicest cuts sa meat ng gobyerno. So makita mo. And that's why dito, if you covet it, I don't give it to you. Yung mga kaibigan ko, yung gusto nila bigyan kitang iba. Pag maalaman ko na atat ka, mamahalata ako kasi I have been 21 years mayor. I've been a congressman. I've been a vice mayor. I've been a prosecutor for 9 years. I've been a trial lawyer for 7 years. Alam ko yung, because wala pa yung ombudsman noon eh. During Marcos's time, it was called the Tanod Bayan. And I was one of the two special prosecutors sa Tanod Bayan. Kaya in a sense, hindi naman ako pinakamarunong. But sa akin, and I can always, relate with everybody who's crook. Kaya ang bago lang itong Bucor. Before that, marami. I'd like to repeat it over and over again. And there was a time I was trying to solve the Nayong Pilipino. I was pissed off because without a public bidding, yung board of directors awarded a contract allowing a gambling company to erect a casino. Ang sinabi ko sa kanila, what has a gambling casino have with our Nayong Pilipino? But when I came back, I saw another report during a command conference about medicines for soldiers wounded dyan ng sakit, tapos naging ghost delivery. Yeah, it was a meeting like this. And I said that if you, the commanders of the major commands, Army, Navy, Air Force, pati si Albayalde, if you can kindly stand up, pag magtindig kayo, 4, bababa ako dito, diretso na ako. Kunin ko na yung damit ko dyan sa bahay ko across Pasig and consider me resigned. I'm going home. And in one of the cabinet meetings, I also blew my top because there were yung red tape. Yan ang it's so exasperating to see people go back and forth. At alam mo, Maynila, if you have to do some follow-ups in the different offices, one day lang yan isang permit. May permit sa NBI, BIR, custom. Kaya 2 pages, it was being explained by the technical staff of the secretary. And I said that, guys, the things that you are mounting there is not for me. It is not even for the next president. Alam mo, kung kailan ng clearance ng NBI, ng BIR, Register of Deeds, pabalik-balik. I'm so exasperated. Lumabas ako, sabi ko, putang ina kayo, inyo na yung gobyerno na ito. Nagsawa na ako, nasusuka na ako. And yet, you just cannot abandon the office. So, I coasted along hanggang ngayon. Pero ang corruption, nga ng Bucor, meron namang batas. Ang totoo talaga niyan, yung heinous crime, pati one order, wala sa enumeration. Recidivist, pati a guy who would go in and out repeatedly. Well, actually, it's under the broad term recidivist. Kaya yung nasasabi dyan ngayon, because there's a variance in the law. And doon sa batas, it is even in the opening statement number 1, already meron ng malagay doon na recidivist. But there's no word of heinous crime or plunder. Wala. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, I don't know the outcome, but I hope that the Supreme Court will decide to the best interest of the people. But for a lawyer, abogado kayo, you have to secure, you have to come up with the proof to secure a conviction. And that proof must be beyond reasonable doubt. Alam ko yan kasi ang batting average ng conviction dito sa gobyerno is 70-30 in favor of the accused. All he has to do is to create whatever. Ayoko naman, yung mga kaso na high profile, acquitted. Because if you can create a doubt, you do not have to crucify the judge. He's just following, assuming that the magistrate is talagang malinis rin. Ito yung corruption sa droga. Yung recycle, sinasabi na, hindi, putang ina, patayin mo talaga lahat ng pulis. Na-crook. Ang sinabi ko mahirap. Remember what I said. I was only about 2 months in office and I said, I did not realize that my greatest enemy or opponent is not really the opposition. Gawin mo lang ang tama, bahala na magyaw-yaw sila. But kung ang gobyerno mismo kalaban mo, ang customs, palusot dito, palusot doon, ang BIR, wala, hindi mo, sabi ko, hindi ko mahabol. Remember that I was very simplistic, simply because I had a simple campaign, wala akong pera, and then wala akong broad dimension sa saan magkuha ng pera, how do you get to talk to this nation, how do you go to the whatever, mag-utang. So I just said I'll probably deal with corruption, drugs, because it's killing my country. At sabi ko, what I can get to just go alone and build more sa infrastructure. Mabutit na lang, and I also am happy that it happened. Marawi was a brewing. I felt I needed the guns. Sabi nila marami mang armas, you know, Ibor, remember, with so many thousands of rounds, passing it almost every day. Wala nang accuracy yan. Because inside is a tawag nilang rifling. Pagpasok ng bala, sumusunod niya ng... So when it gets out of the barrel, umuikot niyang sarili, it has a force of its own. Kaya yung hangin, hindi mo dadaan. Diretso-diretso yan. Kasi umiikot eh. So I ordered. Then, the United States, that I am known pa as early as nasa Davao raw, pinatay ko yung mga kriminal. At sa ngayon, extrajudicial killing, Mariusep. So, hindi nila binigay. So I went to China, got to be friends with the President Xi Jinping, at binigyan ako ng armas, hindi ko naman binigay lang eh. Sabi no, bigyan kita ng gano'n. Hindi, I never raised the ante. Sabi ko, okay, thank you. Kung kulang pa man, I went to Russia. So, Putin also, quite parang kaibigan. Yun. So, nakakuha ako ng pera dyan, China. So, at saka early on, ayaw ko muna atakin, but in due time, yung EDSA, it's really rotting. So, hindi galing sa akin yan. Galing yan sa mga technocrat. And they said that I would need an emergency power. Though I was not asking for it, I do not need it. Wala akong, tapos ganon. Pagdating sa Senado, they got wine over the suggestion. Sabi naman ng mga ibang senadora, hindi, walang ano yan, corrupt yan, malaking pera. So ako naman, bago lang, sabi ko, ganon? Sabi ko, wag na. Now they are at it again. And I'm telling them, I'm not interested. Why? Because if you give the money, tapos I start on projects, with the emergency powers, no bidding, walang lahat yan, you can buy anything you want. At hindi natapos, kasi hindi ba talaga matapos yan with the remaining year? Lalabas lang ako pagka-presidente, hindi tapos, sabihin ng mga tao, putang inan to. Naghingi ng emergency powers, billions ang nagasto, tapos, tignan mo, iniwan. Kasi kinurakot yung pera. Rather than gamble on that kind of thing, sabi ko, wala. At noon pa, nung narinig ko lang, earlier, sabi nila na isang senadora na, but one of these days, ibubuga ko talaga sa mukha niya. Gusto ko yung harap-harapan. You know, maybe you think that you're the only person in this planet who has integrity and honesty. That's a problem with some, itong mga mayaman. Mga walang utak. Ngayon ko sabi ko, policeman, sabi ko, if you're given gifts, accept it. Ikaw, kung mayroong trabaho, bibigyan ka ng ballpen na shipper o parker, tanggapin mo. Yan sabi ko sa pulis, tanggapin ninyo. Sinong pumakagad? Lacson immediately, Mr. President, it starts with small things. Tapos ito si Robredo, dahil bright nga, sabi niya, that is illegal, that is unlawful. Hindi nila alam na I was quoting the law, a provision in the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Law. Meron dyan exception. Things of nominal value given as a sign of goodwill or gratitude. I was quoting the nominal value. Apparently, hindi nagbabasa. Kasi isa, nagpapalusot na referring daw doon sa yung karera. My God, that karera was existing during his time and earlier. Hindi mo talaga sa kanto ninyo may mga video karera yan. Hindi mo talaga. Kasi ang may-ari niyan, yung mga station commander. Sabi ko, kung hindi naman kayo maghinto, lagyan na ninyo. But it was a sarcastic statement. It was not intended to encourage. Sabi ko, hindi ko na lang kayo mapigilan, hindi punuin na ninyo, inyo na. Coming from a mouth of a worker in government, especially ako, it could only mean that I was being sarcastic about it. Yan, sabi ko na mahirap itong maduming isip. Sabi, the law itself allows it. So, huwag kayong maniwala. You better check. If they say something, you wait for a reply. Kung ayaw ko mag-reply, ibig sabihin na putang ina, I don't respond to. Kung wala kang alam, you're talking nonsense, I would rather not waste my time. So, ngayon bago, Pasig. Ang Pasig ngayon, sabi, Pasig Commission. Pasig Bureau, Pasig Department of Pasig. Yung Pasig na yan, hindi mo malinis yan. Because Wala naman tayong zoning. Panahon pa ni Rizal, ang po ng mga Espanyol noon, dyan sa Pasig pumunta. Over the years, ang labasan ng mga factory, mga bahay, lahat, Pasig River. Oh, how can you clean that? Kaya itong commission sa Pasig, tanggalin ko ng ito, place it under General Simato sa DINA, environment man. Yeah, just paying people with useless. Hindi mo malinis talaga yan. Kung meron ka ng overtime, you have to overhaul the entire city. Unless you build new cities outside at migrate, and there's a lessening of, people here, maybe you can start. But you can start with the factories. They're all chemicals there. But you know what? Mga sundalo ko sa likod, ako am just near the Pasig River. Naliligo ako minsan dyan kung gusto ko ng bakterya sa katawan for immune, para ma-immune ako. Alam mo, ang Pilipino hindi magugutom. Maniwala kayo. Iganon mo lang yung bingwit mo. Bingwit ba tawag yan? Sa Tagalog. Ano bang bingwit sa Tagalog? Bingwit yan sa Bisaya. Nauubusan ako ng Tagalog. Hindi naman Tagalog. Putang yan. Basta yung bingwit, in a matter of 30 minutes, you can have a pail full of tilapia. Kasi ang tilapia dyan, immune na sa chemicals. Yung mercury, nandyan na lahat. Bacteria, all kinds of shit. Ito, mga generations of ang mga lulo ng mga tilapia niyan, kinakain pa yung mga, well, anyway, ang corruption talaga gobyerno mo yan. Hindi mo mahinto. Pero kaya ako, out. Diretso out na lang. Para yung sunod na presidente medyo out. Diretso. FDA, lahat. Basta, sabi ko, out. O ka, pag hindi, I file cases against you. Ganun na lang. Di talaga mahinto ang. There was this secretary. First week of our dito, punta na ng ibang lugar. Nagbili ng bumbero doon. Truck. Ang spare parts, well, it has to come from Europe. Then you transshipment. Ang clearinghouse is Singapore bago magdating dito. By the time, nasunog na pati ang Malacañan. So yan ang frustration ko. Hindi ko. Pero itong droga naman, maraming chat yung mga let's say na human rights. Family of 5. Father, mother, 3 children. Pag bumagsak ang papa sa droga, this family becomes dysfunctional. Hindi na magtrabaho. So there's no more food. There's no more schooling for the children. Wala na. Ang mga teenager ng babae nito would go into, by sheer need, go to prostitution. At marami yan. Yung ibang anak dito magnakaw. Kung wala siyang makuha, and the monkey is already on his back, scratching, gumagano na, dahil sa droga. Magpatay. So there was a lot of killing before, mugging sa gym. Hindi lang Manila binilang the total number ng mga tao na namatay sa droga. And then here comes the human rights. Ang binibilang nila, ang putang inang patay. Hindi na binibilang yung mga pamilya na pinasok, ni-rape yung nanay na bulag, ni-rape yung asawa, yung daughter-in-law, ni-rape yung 14 anyos, pati yung 1-year-old pinakialaman pa sinaksak sa ulo. Yung human rights, wala yan. Wala silang listahan. Ang kanila sabi, 70,000 pinatay ko daw. Putang ina ninyo, dagdagan pa ninyo yan. Talagang papatayin ko yan. You know, kung pagka ganon, just like Medellin in Mexico, Colombia, it's a fractured country. You see the Netflix, lahat ng dog. Sila yung namimili ng kandidato, sila yung, at you know, just listen to me because you'd see the enormity of the problem. I was a mayor, and we were called here to report to Malacañan for an urgent meeting with Alunan, the Secretary of DILG. Sabi niya dito sa amin, he just came from America and had a conference with the DAA, Drug Enforcement Agency, and he was told that at the rate the drugs were drowning the country, we will be in narco state in due time. And it came to pass. 14,000 barangay captains selling or into drugs with a lot of police generals. Mga putang ina kayo, sumali pa kayo. That's, kung meron pa dito, if you are in the medieval times, that's treason. About 7 of them. Takbo pa ng party. Mananalo pa. They were winning. May pera eh. Then Mayor Parahinog built a house. Ang wallpaper niya, 500 pesos. Yung wallpaper niya. Itong Espinosa na to, sa Leyte. He was killing. He was even shooting his own policemen who didn't cooperate with them. Pumasok na talaga ang narco state. Mga mayor mabilog ng General Luot, putang ina mo, nanalo pa ng barangay mayor. Ano, inambos kita, animal ka, buhay pa rin. General mo, putang, pag-aral mo na PMA gastos ng gobyerno. Tapos kayong mga unggoy kayo. Sinisira niyong ba? That's why I said, I was up against government. And so I had to say, ang kalaban ko ta, little did I realize that I was up against my own government. Kung sinabi ko, in Davao, when I started to clean up the place, and it's hindi naman immaculate, but you go to Davao, o magtingin ka doon kung may maglakad na ba, you cannot smoke even sa labas. You have to look for a place somewhere. Sa kanal siguro magtago ka because there's really it's no smoking. At 12 o'clock, sarado na lahat. Wala kaming paputok. Walang sigarilyo, wala lahat. Sabi nila, diktador. O sabi ko, bahala na, basta. O ngayon, ang tao ang may gusto. Sila na ang may gusto na. Sabi ko kasi kanila, when I ran, I said, this is a very dangerous place. I'll make it peaceful. I will build a city. I will make it a comfortable one so that business can thrive. And we can, right? O tignan mo ang Davao ngayon. Look, ang lupa ng Davao mas mahal pa dito sa Maynila. Believe me. Yung mga negosyante. I told them, I'm going to build a city. Do not fuck with it. Do not bring drugs and kill our children. Do not make it a city that is, they cannot even walk the streets. Sabi ko, I will see to it that your children can walk about any time of the day or night. So those who want to destroy this city, I will kill you. And I'm addressing myself to the human rights. Magpapatok ka ng lubintador doon. Pupurutin ka talaga sa kanan. When I became president, talamak talaga ang droga. Tingnan mo ang nag-surrender. 1,600,000. Ang nag-surrender. Ang nagtago, wala. And that figure was only in Manila. Hindi mo pa binilang ang Cebu, Davao, Bacolod, Cagayan, Leyte, Lucena. Yan. So sabi nila 1,600,000 in Manila. I have a 1,600,000 Filipino slaves to a drug called shabu. And if there is none, there is no supply, magbawal dyan, magpapatay, magnakaw. Mga anak ninyo, yung mga kabiyak, nawala yung kubertos ninyo, pati kotse, nawala na. Then, at the end of the day, ako, when I was in Davao, my friend called me, crying. Sabi niya, punta ka sa bahay ko. Sabi ko, what happened? Sabi niya, Mayor, punta ka lang dito. So, pumunta ako. So, anong nangyari? I could hear the wailing cries of the mother sa kotse, pinapaandar po. Sabi niya, ang anak ko is raping his older sister. Ang nakuha kasi ng baril ko doon sa drawer ng... So, pati sila tinutukan ng baril pag pumasok. Kasi sinabi ko, patapusin mo na lang yan. Kasi pag tumawag ako ng polis, patayan. Baka pati yung anak mong babae. Hindi itong mga human rights. Wala ito. Basta sila, they consider it parang, it's a vogue among mga, lalo na mga mayaman. Sus Mariosep kayo. Ang korupsyon dito sa itaas, pinakamalaking korupsyon, gobyerno. Yung mga tax exemption ng donut, hanggang ngayon. From 4 billion to 4 million. Lopez Group of Companies. Pagkatapos ni Marcos, they borrowed money sa DBP. Kaya ang DBP gumanon eh. Tagal na rehabilitate. Humina. The Lopez Group of Companies never paid a single centavo. It was condoned by the government. Who condoned it, who authorized it, I really do not know. But maybe one of these days I'll start to dig. Why do you have to give away money to people who are rich? Tapos mag-publish ng mga newspaper with all their protestations and all their grievances for the poor and for... It's hypocrisy. Lahat yan sila. Pati newspaper. Alam mo na kung ano. Kaya ako, galit ako. I am an angry man. Galit ako sa... Pati sa mga lahat na. So, ako, same. Human Rights International, judges. Yeah, well, somebody has to pay for it, to answer for it. I'm willing to do it. You can put me to prison, just give me books to read. You can hang me. You can shoot me in a firing squad. But when it comes to my country, putang ina, do not do it. Droga. Kayong mga drogista, mga drug lords, maabutan ko kayo, pareho kayo ni Parahinog. Talagang papatayin ko kayo. taga mo kung saan mo itaga yan, sa bayag mo o sa libingan ng nanay mo pati tatay mo, pag inabutan kita, tutudasin ko talaga. I said, do not fuck with my country. I will kill you. Maraming salamat po.